Hey there, Silly Pants and Chris. Okay, so it's absolutely silent in here. When I first came in here, there was like an aircon noise up on the roof and it was just so loud. The TV has no signal behind me. We're having major problems with the network, so hopefully everything's working for me. I'm doing okay. Got a bit of lower backache. I've had it for the last 2 days. I think that we've been doing a lot of staying home and sitting on computers, and although I don't sit on the computer like my husband does, it's been a lot of sitting around.
Trackers, malicious websites.
Oh my God, I hope they're not going to turn that on. Oh, they're getting it working. Let's just hope it's not going to be loud. If it's going to be loud, I might have to go in the other area. Anyway, I wasn't sure whether I'd come on live or not. I won't be on for long. It's already, my hubby said we're only staying here till maybe 12 o'clock. It's already 10 to 11 now. I'm assuming that we're going to go from here to one of the places with the jewelry. I was looking up some of that jewelry last night that I got from the police, and the particular one of the butterflies, the only butterfly, it ranges in price from $180 to $470 Australian dollars. Yeah, I'm just hoping they're not going to turn that telly on too loud in here. Oh, one for Silly Pants. Thank you for that. Silly Pants, are we going to do it live? We might as well. There's only us three in here. No, Erica, I never deleted the video, Chris. I haven't deleted that video. And I emailed her to say, you know, that due to the conflict that went on the channel that day, was she okay with me deleting that video, because that video was about her house and it being sold, and I basically said it would be and how much and when. So there's no need to be putting any money forward for Erica. So we can put that in reserve for you, Chris, unless you've got 2 questions today. Okay, so what are we going to do for you, Chris? I'm just going to have a drink of this. I forgot to get a drink when I come in here. It smells really weird. It's chamomile, lemon juice, pieces of lemon, so the lemon rind as well, and then it's what do you call it? A ginger, chunk of ginger in there. Yeah, so there's no need to pay for her reading. I didn't take the whole thing down. I thought the only reason I was thinking I needed to take it down was because of all the controversy that went on, and worried that something might be said in the comments. Remember about a year ago, we had a similar event happen with another person that came online carrying on about different things, and then they proceeded to keep carrying on in the discussion part at the bottom, the comment section. Eventually I had to take that video down because it was just out of control. You'd like a general for October, and we're keeping the other one in reserve for whatever might come up, or you do have a second question, Chris? So we're going to do the general reading. Hi there, Rena. Welcome to the room. Now, I just wanted to notice, do you notice that the what's the name is working? The super chat is gone, right? There's no super chat on my channel anymore. Chris and Silly Pants. Oh, we'll just leave it in credit ready for next time, Chris, because something will come up eventually. Yeah, we'll just put donations on a quick pause. Now, Silly Pants, are we going to read your question here? Super chat is gone, thank God. Okay, so there's no more super chat, and the option C, its PayPal options are $12 US detailed, $7 mini, all readings, entertainment purposes only. So the messages are gone. The super chat feature is gone. Super chat, super sticker, and super thanks are all gone off the channel because of certain people that created a problem on the channel about it. We won't mention names about that person, but she knows who she is if she's watching. Hello. No more donations from you, I assume, because of what happened. And plus that the only option you've got now is PayPal. The next thing we'll work on, Chris, is about the Cash App that you were informing me about, and we'll get together, get our heads together and put that on my channel for people that don't have PayPal, but they have the option of using the Cash App. I need you to let me know what the fees and charges are. Like if I paid you $100 on Cash App, how much do they take of it? Yeah, hopefully we can do it where it's the same price, $12, $7 across the board, and then we'll get the Cash App information on the screen. But yeah, if it's like PayPal, with PayPal, if you pay me $10, I think they keep like 10 cents, something like that. So I get $9.90. Then when I transfer it out to my bank, more money is taken off it, but not much, like not 28% or anything like that. It's something like 2% or something. So yeah, so when you do a Cash App, what we might do is I might send you 10 American dollars to your Cash App account, and then you tell me what you receive, whether you receive the full $10, and then you send it to my PayPal. And yeah, so if you're not being charged it, but what I want you to do, Chris, is if they are charging you, even if it's only 10 cents or something, I don't want you transferring me the full amount. I want you transferring whatever you get in there, transfer that back. I don't want you covering costs for, 20 cents or 10 cents here and there being taken, because eventually it adds up, and it's, this is a favor you're doing to me. So anyway, we'll get that. No, Super Chat takes too much money. PayPal takes hardly anything. When I'll just tell you, Chris has paid me for 3 detailed readings. That's if it tells me in American dollars what it is and not Australian. Okay, I'll just go to the thing and I'll tell you what I received of what you paid in American dollars. That's not going to be good for me. That's the TV being turned on. I might have to change rooms. Okay, so they put $41 American into my account. So I'm assuming you paid 42 American dollars, did you? Did you pay 42 American? Can you guys hear me with that noise of that TV going? I'm going to have to turn it like that so you can't see the TV. You put 45. Okay. So I got 41.30. Well, I didn't get the 30 because I got 61 in Australian dollars and something cents, and I typed in, it was close enough to 62 Australian dollars, which comes out at 41.33. So if you put 45, they've taken about $3 off that. No free readings here anymore. Sorry. Yeah. All readings are paid via PayPal at the moment. What we're trying to work out is Really, Chris is going to do me the honor of probably putting on, yeah, there's only 3 people. There's only ever people watching that come in and pay for their readings. All my regulars come online. I'm not worried about any of that. Yeah, so what we will have in the near future is we're going to have Cash App. There is a $2 reading if you're interested in that. If you want to pay $2 US to the PayPal account, that will give you like a mini, very, very mini, small sort of I'll give you a quick example. A $2 donation is 3 tarot cards. So let's say you want to know yes or no question for $2. Will you get that job? And I just go, okay, this person wants to know, will they get the job? And we just go like this. There's no timer put on my watch. And for $2, you'll get that, that, and that. And if the question was, would you get the job? I'd say no. These cards would all be saying you're going to look at different options. You're very disappointed and it's stressing you out because you need a job, but don't worry, there's something around the corner. So that would be the reading for $2. You'd get an answer and a little bit of detail. Okay, so hang around and watch what you get for your $12 US reading. Guys, can you hear me talking at this level? Can you guys hear me? Silly Pants and Chris, can you guys hear me talking at this level? Because that's very loud. They've finally got it all working. It's very loud. I might transfer over into the other room. You can hear me. I don't need to move because I've got the microphone right here. So, yeah, the microphone's right there. All right, let's get on with it, Chris. Let's do detail for you, Chris. And then Silly Pants. Are we looking at your question today on live while we're live? Especially being that there's nobody coming on at the moment. I think people have jumped ship and gone elsewhere because it's just been, what's it been, 2 weeks or something since I've been online. Oh, you want yours done through WhatsApp. You don't want me talking online, Silly Pants. No problem. Okay, let's start the clock. Actually, I might use my other phone for the timer instead of my watch. Okay. Okay, that's easy. All right, really, Chris, let's do this. Silly Pants, we need a name to call you when you're online. So you tell me what you want it to be. Just maybe we've got Chris, really Chris here. Is there something you can think of that we can call you? Maybe Mary, Tina, Sally. Okay, so we're going to call you Sally instead of Silly. We'll call you Sally from now on. So everybody, this is Sally. Silly Pants is Sally. All right, let's get started. Chris wants a general reading for October. Now, I do believe we've got a hospital visit going on in... yeah, Sally, it reminds me of Sally Fields, the actress. I used to watch her back in the day. She'd be an old lady now. I'm an old lady, so she'd be much older than me now. Okay, Chris and October. What can she look forward to on October? It sounds all very exciting with this new job and did you say a trip to New York and that? Remember I kept saying something about travel and we thought it was to do with said about going on a holiday and then we thought, oh, maybe it's just when you go to Dallas or Texas or wherever it was. But yeah, I kept saying something about a holiday or travel. So maybe it's this New York thing. Anyway, what's coming up? What fine things are coming up for Crystal in October? Okay, good luck, Chris. Okay, so what I might do is, in case we have any problems and things like that, what I might do is just turn the camera around so you can see what you have. We'll just turn it down. Okay, can we see everything? Just move that. All right, I think we can see everything there. All right, Chris, this is looking pretty good. To start off with, we do have this responsibility, who's taking care of responsibility, who's doing the right thing, who's doing the wrong thing. So there's a bit of contemplation here about what you feel about a certain person or things like that. All right. And then we do have this 2-4-10. I feel this is a business transaction going on in October. This would be almost like a wedding and cementing something between two people. There's people coming in here now. I'm going to have to move. I might move. Oh, no, they're going in the other area, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so it's very loud in here anyway. I think they're doing an interview, and very impossible to do an interview in here with the noise that's here. Yeah, so anyway, we do have this change of plan on the horizon. This is sort of, to me, it's like you go on your merry way, you sign your contract. There is a nice surprise coming in to do with the relationship as well. So this could be a new relationship, or it could be an existing relationship, and you get a very nice surprise about someone being connected to you. But in regards to work, I feel this is a commitment being made kind of like in a casual sense, not in a strict signing contract kind of sense. Then we have the methodology of what's going to happen with this job and where you got to go and what you got to do. Then we got the 10 for 10. This is the work and this is the money. So this is even Stevens, working out very well for you. It could be something to do with buying, renting, or selling property as well coming up in October, and maybe discussions around all of that. There is some kind of delay in movement here with this Black 7, but also a complete change of what you thought was going to be happening with a certain individual. This may be L. It may be that things start to come forward in regards to L. Yeah, anyway. In your challenge area is no challenge. We don't have any challenges in the challenge area. We have really nice things going on. So what I think this might mean, Chris, is you're going to have confusion around what to do in regards to relationships, love, because it's like there's more than one offer coming in, and it's confusing for you. We've got an upside down heart. You're not sure what to believe, where to go with it. Someone wants to make designated plans with you. Hang on a sec. I'm just going to pause this. They're all having a meeting in here. I'm just going to put this whole thing on pause. Let's just stop. I'm going to move, okay? So let's just stop. I won't turn this off. What I'll do is I'll shut this out, and I don't know how far we got into that reading. I'm not sure how far we got, but I'm going to restart this. This bit here, I mean, I've got people talking right here. I've got this TV that's so freaking loud. So, yeah, I'm going to move into that other area, okay? And I want to keep these all together so that we don't mix them up. Okay, I'm going to put these up this way. And this was the top. We've already read these, so we'll put these in here. And we'll put these at the bottom here. All right. So I'm just going to move everything because it's just way too loud for me to be doing this reading. Any readings for that matter. All right, let's just chuck everything in here. Okay. Okay, I'm just moving. It's way too loud in here. Okay. All right, perfect. Perfect. That was absolutely ridiculous. The manager of the club, I know who he is, the manager of the club is in there with another manager of the club doing an interview with somebody else. I know two of the men and I don't know the woman, but they're in there having a meeting with the television blasting, and it was the manager of the club, the male, that turned that television on in there. Okay, we're going to have to just get that TV out of the background there so I don't get done for copyright on television. All right, Chris, now let's get back into this. Your cards are here at the bottom. I'm going to restart the clock for, I don't know, 5 minutes or something, because we were sort of pretty much way through it there. All right. Okay, these were the cards. These were the extras. Okay, so that was there. Oh, don't tell me they're going to come in here now. This is ridiculous. Okay. You've got triple aces, which means a year of changes, transformation, everything new happening, new job, new people. Okay, the timer wasn't on my watch, was it? It was on the phone, and the phone is buzzing, so that meant that reading was over. Where the hell is that? Okay, let's stop the timer. I totally forgot that I put it on here. All right, let's do another 5 and let's start. All right, so getting back to this, we had an upside down heart, and then we had the change of plans. Somebody, I feel that this is all about romance and people being in the picture, wanting to know you, wanting to be with you, wanting to make movement with you. And I do feel that there's a bit of heartache in there. There's a bit of not sure whether you should go with this person or not go with this person, not sure what to believe with this person because of the past. But this looks really nice. It is sitting in the confusing area. There's also this thing about tying loose ends up, like completely finishing with certain people, finishing with certain jobs, finishing with where you live or what you do. So I do feel you're making a full transition in October. A lot of things are going to get finished. Now, I am aware of you're having surgery in October. This would tell me that everything will be wonderful, everything will work. This would be supportive people around you during that time of recovery. The heart being upside down can be disappointment with things that, like what's been happening. All right, moving forward, as you don't have triple aces, you've got 4 aces. There's going to be a lot of drastic changes going on in October. I feel that one of the big ones will be around relationship and what you're going to do. We mentioned when we were talking the other day that maybe the things with G fizzled out because you and L, maybe there's going to be another chance there with that. This is something big, Chris, because it's showing me something going on here. And we do actually have the card that represents L coming up through October. We have this discussion about, is there somebody else? Is there something else going on? What's going on now? We do have wanting to make committed, firm plans and wanting to go and take you out to dinner, have proper discussions and be together. So I do feel that during October, this is nice. This looks nice. And I'd say enjoy it while it's there, just see what there is on the table with L. Now, looking at this in a different way about your job, I'd say that this is you and a boss person discussing new plans. I also feel that if this is not L, there is somebody wanting to take you out, wine, dine, enjoyment. Okay? Also, what we have for you, Chris, is outcome cards. We do have this, not too sure whether you are or you aren't, or whether you should go forward or should you rip this up or do something. So I do feel that you're sort of in two minds about which way to go with something during October. In regards to you and the surgery and everything that's going on, we won't talk about what kind of surgery it is. This is telling me everything's fine, better than expected as well. Expect a really good surprise that's going to come within the next month to 2 months at the most, because you've got the 4 aces. So things you've wanted and planned for, like I'll just give you a quick example. My niece had a reading and she had 3 aces come out. She was wanting to know about, would she be a model? Would she get famous? All of that. And I said, you're going to have everything you want, but it's not going to happen for a year. You've got 4 aces. If she'd asked me the same question and got 4 aces, I would tell her, looking at what this is, that everything you've been desiring, everything you've been planning for, job, relationship, pregnancy, marriage, whatever it is, it's going to start coming in. Now, be prepared, Chris. I feel that people from the past are going to come out the woodwork and going to create confusion within relationships, okay? And I've got to stop shouting. I was shouting because I was in there. I don't need to shout now. And I've got new hearing aids on. Oh, Chris, I didn't tell you that some of the stuff I got back at the police, and they told me to take the other stuff because nobody's claimed it, and I was the only one reported those particular items, and they look like my items, but some of them are not. I was looking one of them up last night, and the very pretty butterfly that I had, and I think it was you said maybe that was a message from my mum because I was her little butterfly and all of that. Maybe because I didn't get those things back that she gave me, maybe that I should keep it. Rhonda said the same, that it was very pretty and that she felt it was a good sign getting that. My problem was that belonged to somebody, and somebody out there may be crying over that item. Maybe it was very, very special from somebody that loved them. Maybe it wasn't, you know. But there was things put on the table that I totally forgot I even owned. And I'm thinking that's what's happened with this butterfly. Somebody has put it in their jewelry box, totally forgot they even had it. And unless it was put on the table in front of them, they would go, I've totally forgot about that. So I don't know what to do about it. But when I looked it up last night, I took a picture of it with the Google camera, and it matched to one selling on Etsy for $400 and something. Then I found another one on Etsy for $170 something. So it's definitely real gold. It's got a stamp on it. Anyway, let's get back to you. Let's finish off this first reading. The bracelet, I don't want the bracelet at all. That bracelet, if it's real, is going to be worth a fair bit. I'm debatable about whether it's real or not because the link on it, when you pull it open, it looks black inside, and gold doesn't go black. To my knowledge, it doesn't go black anyway. But the link might be made of something else. All right. Crystal and October. What else have we got? Off to a good start here. Whoa, Chris. Wowza. Oh, my God, Chris. Your cards are looking fantastic again. We had a bit of a down patch. Remember when we did cards last year and I said when you hit October, November, you know, it's going to be hit hard and everything started falling apart and everything. Okay, so in your challenge areas for October, we have decision-making going on. We have someone wanting to pick you up and rescue you and sweep you away somewhere. We have decision-making confusing you. I feel that if we look at this to do with jobs, you don't know whether to stay where you are or some other opportunity comes up. If we look at this to do with relationships, someone wants to come in and take you away and look after you. But there's 2 people in the picture. One that you can see that it would work, the other one where you're not too sure what you should do about them. And it creates a bit of confusion. the next thing I'm seeing here for you, bottom of the deck, we've got this something about clinging to the past. It can be fears around financial situation, but I don't think it's that for you. I think this is more about someone who's latched onto you from the past, and they're not going away, and they're going to be showing up in October. Next, we have the Emperor, some firm, strong male in the picture. We're being told to give some time with this situation. I'm wondering whether this is L, and deciding to give him a specific amount of time to see where it goes. And then we have a concrete plan together. But this card was pulled recently for another reading I did for a family member. And this Ace of Pentacles is that whether you see it or not, there is a new beginning coming. It could be new inspiration, it could be new duties, but the main focus on this card is that it's a very positive omen coming up. So if this is representing L, he's coming in very strong. You're being told to be patient and give it some time. And this is a concrete new beginning here. I'm feeling goose pimples with this because this feels nice. Now, if this is not L and we're looking at a job thing here, this is telling me that you being within your own power with your job, give everything some time because you're going to be very successful in this new position. Okay, so there's two ways of looking at it if we're looking at relationship or we're looking at work. Your outcome for October, we have you being very healthy. So I think that this surgery thing you're having is going to make you fit as a fiddle, very fertile, very loved and adored. And I do feel that you're going to be looked at from all corners. There's going to be a lot of new male attention coming in, as well as someone from the past. Someone's offering you a little romantic gesture here. This could just be, let's be friends, let's hang out with each other. But I don't think it's only one. Again, we've got this card where you're juggling what you want to do. Did you notice something in that reading? You had 3 2s. 3 2s to me is commitment, commitment, commitment. And it's 2 of the good 3s as well. One of the ones where you're confused, but 2 good 2s where you're not 3s, 2s. Where you're making a decision and you're not just doing it alone. So there's bonding, there's romance, there's good things happening with the job, and there's the travel and stuff, and the surgery success. Okay, so looking really good, Chris. I'm hopeful for you. Okay, up next, what are we doing now? Did anyone else come in? One of my regulars come online while all this drama's been going on, moving rooms? Sally, you sure that we can't look at your question online? Just let me have a look at WhatsApp of, there's 5 people watching at the moment. You know what, Kelly, I don't normally do free readings and nobody's made a payment, but I'm going to be generous today. This is just a message for Kelly and anyone watching. This is just a general message for people, okay? So let's just do 3 cards from Spirit for everyone watching me at the moment. This is 3 cards for anyone watching at the moment. Okay, here we go. Sally and everybody else, that includes Kelly, Sally, Chris, and whoever else the other people are that are watching right now. We have beware. Beware of the sneaky, sly fox. It also can mean in some projects be ready and willing and get the ball rolling now. If you've got some work piling up or some studies or whatever, get ready because something's coming. You need to start working hard. Here we have some success with some kind of application or legal paper going on. If you've applied for a job, this would be success. If you're doing some studies at the moment or some course, this is passing a test. Romantically, this would be with this. Be wary of letters coming in or proposals coming in from a sneaky person. This person would be from the past. And the outcome card is showing stability and home life. For some of you watching right now, this might be a get together at home. I couldn't think. I've got other things going on in my mind at the moment. I'm thinking of other things. But yeah, this may be a romantic thing, or it may be just a family get together coming up. But anyway, that's the messages for the room. What's everybody's star sign that's watching at the moment? We've got 6 people watching at the moment now. So if there's anybody that wants to do donations are open. I'm only going to be online for probably another 20 minutes. So if any of my regulars did want a reading, oh, you got 3. You got 3. I've got 3 as well. Some people have 2 of the same sign, you know, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, so you've got Sag, Leo, and Aquarius. Check the WhatsApp. Okay. I was going to do that. You read my mind. I was going to do that. So why can't I do that, Sally, online? I can just say, Sally, the Aries or something, and see what's going on with C and his partner. Can I do that? Can we do that? Yeah, I'm not going to say your name because this reading's not about you anyway. So your name doesn't need to come into it. Okay? Yeah. No, I'm not going to say his name. I'm just going to say C. Okay, so Sally wants to know, Silly Pants wants to know, I just noticed they've turned the music on. I think they deliberately, there's a couple of haters in this club. Most of them like me and accommodate me and help me out. The janitor, he always will get music turned off or shut the doors for me, or but those 3 people or 2 that work here, I don't know if one of them just doesn't like me or whatever, but they came in and deliberately turned that TV on full blast, and they were trying to have a business meeting together with the TV on full blast. And I said, oh, it's way too loud in here, I'm going in here. And they heard me walk in and say, oh, this is perfect, there's no noise in here whatsoever. And then one of them has gone and turned the music on in here. So that's a bit nasty, isn't it? All right, here we go, Sally. I'll say it in my head, the names. Okay, so I'm asking the question in my head about C and the relationship this man has with this other woman. What am I seeing in this relationship between C? Okay. I'm saying your question in my head and his name. Okay, the first things that fell out are that there is definitely a solid plan between him, C, and the woman he's with. This would be plans for a future, documents, possible wedding. So far, not seeing anything to do with pregnancy or anything, but it could come out. All right, we'll just give it one more shuffle. Whoa, okay. Cards want me to stop. Okay, so this would be a definite plan of father, son. We've got king and jack of the same suit, normally means father and baby, boy or girl. I said son, so son or daughter. And this here is the men together making a decision. So they presented themselves and flopped out on the table for me to look at them. Now let's just see. You know what, Chris, I was only going to, I told Nina before I came on, I said my plan was to only do maybe 3 readings or 4 at the most, and you've paid for 3. So I've done one for you. I'm doing one for Sally. And yeah, so I'll probably be turning this off in a minute anyway. All right, what's going on with him? This person you're inquiring about, Silly Pants? There's movement. This is usually where somebody's moving where they live, you know, permanently residing somewhere. This is all about the travel and movement. There is a transition in regards to work. This would be a job coming to an end and a new job beginning. This is also where somebody's reuniting with family members and things like that. It just looks to me like there's travel and some kind of celebration coming up for this person you're inquiring about. There's a lot of male energy in the reading. We got 4 jacks and 2 kings. The female hasn't come out in this part of the reading. In the beginning, if there is a baby, we have the 3 jacks, which is really beneficial to happy, romantic, fun, work, travel. We have a little baby girl in the middle here. So if there is a pregnancy, I'd say that there's a baby girl. We don't have the sequence I normally see for a pregnancy. This just means a baby girl. But yeah, normally you would need a red 9, a red 3. We got a black 9, no 3s. So I don't know, the other reader that looked at this for you, I don't know. There is definitely a baby girl in the picture. There is a family connection. There's father and child. But the actual pregnancy and thing is not showing here. So it could mean that if this person is pregnant, that maybe it doesn't proceed, maybe it doesn't go ahead. Maybe medical reasons or something, it doesn't happen. We do have this forced change going on where this person you're asking about wasn't ready for this, wasn't looking for this. And there's other people that are jealous or angry in the background or gossiping about everything. I do feel that this person's on a work agenda at the moment because there's something to do with work changes going on for him and travel and movement going on. So I think that his head is more involved with men and work, not romance and babies and weddings. His outcome on that question about whether, you know, what's going on in the relationship between the two of them, this would represent no baby. Okay, so if there is a pregnancy, early on pregnancy or something right now, this would tell me either it's not going to happen yet, it's in the future because it's talked about but it's not happening, or if this woman is already pregnant, it's just showing me either she doesn't want it or he doesn't want it or something like that, or a medical complication where it just doesn't happen. I've heard of women that have tests and shows they're pregnant and it turns out it's a phantom pregnancy and there is no pregnancy. And other times it's what's called a blighted ovum, where it grows to a certain degree and then it just stops and doesn't continue. Outcome for him is making permanent plans. This could represent him as being a father and making a firm decision about when that's going to happen. So let's just see what the tarots have to say, Silly Pants. I'm just going to ask a question in my head. What's the relationship between okay, let's see what we get. When's this timer going? Okay, we've still got a minute. I was just thinking this is taking a long time. I was surprised that some of my regulars didn't get on because I haven't been on for 2 weeks. You know, Maurice Alyssa, Meh, haven't seen Meh for ages, Bethel. They probably didn't get notified. All right. Okay. In regards to pregnancy, this is not a good sign. Three of Swords, it represents the pelvic area of the body and a problem. Okay, it can represent abortion, it can represent miscarriage, it can represent just fertility issues. It also can, as you know, it can represent betrayal and things like that. We have a karmic kind of card here sitting in the thing here. And we also have this player card in reverse. So I don't feel that this man you're asking about, I don't think he's just with one woman. This, to me, these two cards in particular are telling me that it's not just her. There may be somebody else in the picture. We've also got a tower here around a permanent plan being made, followed by escape. So I'm wondering whether the person he's with is pretending they are pregnant to try and get marriage. So the other reader may have picked up on the words being said that this woman has become pregnant, and she's actually doing that and saying that because none of what I'm seeing is showing an actual birth and a baby and a pregnancy. You had a child there, a baby girl, but nothing leading up to it. That could be an existing child. That could be this person's baby sister or some best friend having a baby. We also have this upside down. This is the mother and the child in the thing. This can be someone going on and on and on about the past and stuck in the past. We also have this choice being made here between two situations. Nothing in my cards is saying anything about a pregnancy. It is saying, you know, that there's a lot of work and stuff going on, but I don't even see a female in the reading at all. There's nothing in there. All right, the buzzer's going, so what we'll do now is just some of these. Yeah, I reckon she's possible. A lot of women do it. A lot of women will say, oh, I'm pregnant, you know, and try and keep their partner, or, you know, if they feel that the partner wants somebody else or something, they say, oh, I didn't tell you before, but, you know, I'm pregnant. And or if they feel that the partner's not moving in the way they want them to, so they say they're pregnant. Not a really good thing to do, but everybody has to do what they have to do, I suppose. And I don't judge anybody, you know, if they feel that that's what they've got to do. Anyway, Silly Pants, do you want me just to give you messages from what this has to say to you instead of focusing on that person now? Just to finish your reading off, I'll just give you 3 piles, 3 from the top, 3 from the bottom of messages for you. And I'll say your name in my head. Yeah, messages for you. Okay, good for you. One of the people that works in the restaurant just came in here looking around. I don't know why. There's nothing set up in here to have a party or anything. All right, messages for, let me just say your name in my head. What does Thanks again, Chris, for donating, not just for yourself, but donating for Silly Pants today. Always appreciated when you help out my other helpers, especially when certain ones are not financial to do so themselves. All right, Silly Pants. You've got a lot of stress and worries going on here. You've got to get action. You've got to get something happening. This is where, you know, people have been walking over you, or people are not been doing what they need to do. That matter you spoke about this morning on my phone, you were telling me about, you know, a certain legal document and all of that sort of thing. You need to keep pursuing that. It's your right as a human being to be protected. But yeah, I feel this is, your work's going to be cut out for you. And at the bottom, you're going to have some luck coming your way. You've got messages coming in that you've been waiting for, something that's been, you're waiting for. There's also something about some kind of burden left on your shoulders that you're feeling burdened by. Here it can represent that you're being a little bit too stubborn about something, or you're letting yourself get dragged backwards. So let's say that this was talking about a past relationship that you got out of, and this would be where you start to feel that you owe them, or you should be with them, or they're contacting you and trying to tell you they want you back. But I also feel this can be where you've put your roots down where you are, and you're stubborn, you're just staying there. Bottom of the deck, you are a little bit lost at the moment as to which way you're going to go. Okay, yeah, this is all cards on that one. Okay, Chris, we're putting your other reading on hold, so we're done, are we? Are we done? Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll do that now. All right, perfect. I'll just set the timer on this, and then we'll be finished, guys. Just put a close on all readings. We'll just finish up. I want to finish up now. My husband mentioned on the phone yesterday that he'd probably be finished by 12. It's 20 to 12, so this will be the last reading. All readings now closed. Hey, Divine Goddess, how are you going? Haven't seen you for ages. Divine Goddess, hang around, because I did pull some of these cards for somebody else that was just, and I just said general reading in the room, and I'll pull 3 of them for you. I'm not going to ask a question though, so please don't ask questions. I got rid of the super chat because there's been only hassles from super chat on my channel, so yeah, I got rid of it. All right. Let's get started. Elle and Crystal in October. What could possibly eventuate between Elle and Crystal during the month of October? What can Crystal expect between Elle and herself? What? Four of Hearts, 8 of Hearts, 8 of Diamonds, 9 of Hearts, 9 of Clubs, 3 of Hearts, upright, and surprise. Chris, this is a full sequence of family, pregnancy, baby. Double 8s would be possible twins. Second pregnancy, second baby. Don't get alarmed with the 2 9s. I just feel that this is unsure. This is, without that, this is a surefire. I want to be family. I want to have a baby. I want to take you out. I want to love you. I want to be supportive. I want to make your dreams come true. This here would probably be you having a bit of doubt about how much of it's real, how much of it's going to happen. But this is amazing. 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 Maybe October the 8th, October the 16th, October the 9th, and October the 18th are prominent for some reason. So write those down. 8, 9, 16, 18. Write those dates. Might be times, it might be dates, it might be weeks. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And I'm liking the fact that you only had this one, but it was just, for me, when I read, it's messages from spirit. So I feel that your spiritual ancestors, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, whoever, I feel that they're trying to bring this together. And I do remember when you've had family meetings that how they are very strong with their opinions about what they believe you should be doing in regards to Elle. All right. I'll show you the bottom row. I'm getting goose pimples, Chris. What? This is like when you first met Elle. And I went, this is meant to be. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. And then it just fell apart. You mentioned something about giving it another chance. Maybe that's what's going to happen. I think you're going to be very, very pleasantly surprised. You also have 2, red ace, red 2, red 4, red 6. This is the original sequence you got with him when you first met him and everything that happened. Wow. If you do end up giving this another try and end up pregnant, you've got another 9 here, so 27 means something as well. You've got the aces, which is 1 and 11. The double 2s. Chris, now let's go with the challenging parts of this. The challenging parts is fears around third party. Now, the third party does not have to be an ex-girlfriend, an ex-boyfriend. The third party can be a family member, okay? This person's mother, this person's sister, whoever. Your mother, your sister, whoever. Okay, so the problem area is showing me this, and is it going to be a promise? Is it going to get broken? You've got triple 2s here, 2 red ones. So triple 2s is really good in regards to relationship with somebody. Now, moving forward with him, that was at the bottom. That was over there. Moving forward... that was there. Okay, moving forward, we have a loving surprise coming in. We have discussions and plans and someone literally saying, I've learnt my lesson. I'm sorry. I should have done this. I should have spoke sooner. I should have, you know. So this is someone trying to explain with a lot of words that they've done a lot of soul searching, a lot of talking, a lot of exploring, a lot of learning. And this card normally means that they got something that's going to go bang, where you're like, oh, you know, but you're shocked in a good way because you've got a lot of good sequences here. Your outcome with Elle during the month of October is you feeling very confident with everything. It's going to be down to you as to where this goes next. This is you saying you want total responsibility shared and you want to delegate tasks and all the rest of it. There is some about this sort of stray from the plan or whatever, it's not going to be tolerated. And then we have this coming together and making the contract, bonding. I'm liking what I'm seeing with Elle. Like, wow, it's done a major turnaround again. Let's see what we get over here. Chris wants to know. I'm just touching the timer to see what's left. Chris wants to know about Elle and October. What's the energy between them? What's going to happen? What can she expect? It's like, wow. I mean, it's not without its problems. I mean, we did have a black 7 sitting there and we've got this 10, which can be an overload. This can represent, because it was next to this, that discussions about the surgery you're having, because that would be a surgery card and that would be the area of the surgery. So also about future plans with that surgery, about what's next, okay? But I just feel apologies and wanting to move forward. Now, I do know that you know the tarot card yourself, so let's see what you and I get for his intentions and movements and the energy between the two of you in October. How are things going to pan out for Elle and Crystal? Well, when I looked at what might happen in that discussion that you have with him, it looked really good and promising as well. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so top row. Oh, no, will we do it side? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Okay, it's not without its problems, but there's one problem card. Bottom of the deck, we do have this Seven of Swords energy. Now, to me, that's matching with your Seven of Spades, okay? The Seven of Spades is, to me, about wanting to move, but not moving the way you thought it was going to be. So if you have a plan of moving to Kent Street, number 5 Kent Street on the 20th of December, you're not going to move there on the 20th of December, or you're not going to move to Kent Street, you're going to go somewhere else. So you're still going to have movement, but it's going to be somebody else's movement, okay? What have we got? In your challenge area, we have keeping the strength. We have admiration, lovers, and we have waiting. So I feel that the only card that I'm concerned about is how long you're going to have to wait. If something's promised in the conversation, I just feel that that's the only thing that's a little bit negative, but not so. You know, it's just telling you wait for it. But I feel that these are positive cards about not negative. It may be challenging to feel this with this person after what transpired before. And it's just telling you give it time, okay? Then we have, you're juggling two situations here. Stay or go, take this on. To me, a Two of Diamonds is commitment. It's two people making a commitment to each other. Hello to Nabresha. We also have you in the center of the whole reading, being the mother of all, the beautiful woman, the wife, the companion, the loving, caring, concerned person. It can be a fertility symbol, especially because we have your outcome between you and Elle in October, the Emperor and the Empress. Emperor and Empress. Remember this come out when we first looked at you and him? I don't know if you've got the reading from before you even met him, or once you met him and once you were together, but you came out like that before. And in the middle of it, we have the Page of Swords. So I'm wondering whether the Page of Swords is impulsive actions. The only other card you had that may be a bit negative is there may be just a bit too much, a bit too full on, too quick, and not knowing what to believe or what to trust at this point. So there's a couple of little challenges with it, but you've got all the signals of, I don't do free questions, I'm sorry. I was going to at the end of this reading. I'm nearly finished now. I am going to pull some of these for the people in the room, just general. I'm just going to cut, shuffle and say for people in the room and then close for the day. So you can think about your question in your mind and see if you get an answer with that. Okay, Chris, let's just do some of these. I'm sorry, Nabresha, I haven't done free readings for quite a long time now. I've been reading since I was 16 years old and I just turned 60, so it's a long time to be doing things and not getting any form of payment for it. All right, and I give a lot, so anyway, I will pull these. Just hang around. I will pull these. I want you to think about what it is you're wanting to know, because it may come through and you may get an answer anyway, okay? And the same with Divine Goddess, if she's still here. But yeah, no questions. All right, Chris, this is just, we're going to put this in 3 piles and only the top 3 cards, and let's see what else you need to know about Elle and yourself in October. And I really have to go. It's 8 to 12, so I'll just quickly reshuffle. Okay, one negative card. This can be heavy burdens on the horizon. Underneath the heavy burdens was trying to make plans, not too sure. So I do feel that you're trying to trust, but you're not too sure because you were promised before. We have communication that you've been waiting for, and we have the Stork, which is the new beginnings. it also can represent announcement and baby. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we'll just give them to you. You have the key to your own success with this situation, and also luck being on your side. So out of 6 cards, Chris, you had one difficult one where you're not too sure, and the rest of the other 4 were very positive. Okay, so this is for everybody watching that's in the room. This is just general messages. I'll give them to the best of my ability, and then we're finished for the day, guys. Thank you to everyone that joined us today, which wasn't many people. I think people gave up on me because I haven't been online. I don't know when I'm getting online again. There is a competition this Sunday. It's not here in this club. My husband's informed me that there is an area where I could probably go and go live. So my Sunday, your Saturday afternoon, night, be on the lookout. I might be online. Okay, so message from Spirit for the people watching. Here's your messages, and then we're finished. Okay, 2, 3, 2. Wow. Okay. Chris, this is for you watching, and Nina, this is for you watching as well, if Nina's out there. And Silly Pants, this is for you as well. I keep forgetting your name, Silly Pants, Sally. We have the man who is going to steal your heart away, the faithful man, the trusting man, the loyal man by your side. We have the ring, the commitment card, and we have loyalty and trust. This is beautiful for anyone out there. If you're looking for a job, this is where you're going to get the job. You're going to be loyal and true. If you're looking for romance, or you're already in a romantic situation, this is telling me that someone's by your side and they're very true, very loyal, very understanding, okay? That was the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck, we have setting sail, going on a new journey. We have either somebody spying on you, or you're spying and investigating on somebody else. You might be looking at their social media, or trying to find out hidden messages, or spying on their phone, or somebody's doing that to you. And the outcome here is this woman here, she can be desired by many people. She can, kind of like the Empress, she could be about fertility. It could be looking at new ways. But I feel for some of you, you're going out on a journey, and this person's been watching you for some time, or you're going out with somebody new and somebody's in the background and watching you. Anyway, that's what I've got. Hopefully it's helped some people. Now, if you were looking for a job, or you're not sure what to do, you need to start looking around and do a lot of investigation about what you want, and you need to show off your talents of what you have. So if you're an artist, if you're a singer, a dancer, if you create jewelry, whatever it may be, whatever your talents are, you might be a mathematician, you might be good with politics, whatever it is, you're being told that you're going to be going on a journey, somebody's looking for you, and you need to present yourself and show yourself. Okay? Hopefully that helped that new person that was in the room. Anyway, guys, I need to get packed up and get out of here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Chris, for the donations today, and for the one for Sally. Much appreciated. And I'll catch everybody maybe if we come out again tomorrow. I do know that we're coming here on Monday, and we will be here. My husband's got to play in 3 different things. So he's going to be busy for at least 2 hours or more. So I will be online on Monday, which is everybody's Sunday. I might put something online to say I'll be online on Monday, Australian time. Divine Goddess, no worries. And Brescia, whatever it is you were worrying about, those cards were pretty nice. So I wouldn't be too concerned, but it does look like somebody's watching you, or you might be spying on somebody yourself. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I might put a little thing on my channel, a little message on my channel, just for people to know that I should be online on possibly on Saturday, and definitely on my Monday. The only reason I wouldn't be online on Monday is I'm not well, I'm not here, or these rooms are taken up by other people and I can't get online. Divine Goddess, those last cards I read were for anybody watching in the room. So that's you included. Yeah, so go back to the last minutes of the video and listen to those last cards. They were for you, for the other lady in the room, and for Silly Pants and Chris and whoever else might be watching. Anyway, I've got to go. So bye for now.